Did you know that police very often do not refrigerate the blood they draw from you in a DUI case? Hi, I'm Northern Virginia criminal defense attorney Scott Nolan, and I'm here to talk to you about blood refrigeration. When the police draw your blood, they use a standard vial that has a certain amount of sodium fluoride in it. The sodium fluoride is there to act as a preservative. The problem is that it's only a temporary preservative. Sodium fluoride in a concentration of less than 1%, which is what goes on in a blood vial, is stable for less than 2 days. Even in a blood tube containing plenty of sodium fluoride, certain bacteria and certain microbes can continue to flourish in the blood. One of the most common inhabitants of your bloodstream is a kind of fungus called Candida albicans. Candida can live just fine with sodium fluoride around it, and it can continue to consume the sugars in your blood and create alcohol. That means your BAC is going up even despite the preservative, unless it gets refrigerated. Refrigeration is crucial to the handling of blood, and very often it isn't done by either the police or by the laboratories that test it. Some years ago, I tried a DUI case in a federal court where the blood was at issue. The police officer had drawn the blood, or had taken him to a hospital where the blood had been drawn. The police officer then put the blood vials in the trunk of his police cruiser, where they remained for 11 days. He then took it out of that cruiser and put it in a police evidence locker at the police station, where it remained for a further 13 days. So all 24 of those days, there was no refrigeration. At last, he handed it over to the lab, where they didn't refrigerate it for another 31 days. After all of that, they finally put it in a refrigerator, and then a few days later, took it out and tested it. Now, when you do blood testing, the defendant has the right to have his own blood testing done. And in the evidence packet that was produced to us, we were able to see that there's always 2 vials taken, and they took a picture of these 2 vials. One of the vials, the vials are about that tall, one of the vials was about 80% filled with blood, and the other vial was about 45% filled with blood. Now, the way these vials work, they're called vacutainers, and the way that works is a vacuum in it, and it literally sucks the blood out when they put the needle in. That's why it fills so fast, and why there's no air to then push out. And they draw, there's supposed to be the exact same amount of vacuum in each tube, which means it should draw the exact same volume of blood into the tube. So when you look at these 2 tubes, and there's a very different amount of alcohol in the 2, we brought in a doctor who testified that as a matter of medical certainty, the blood in one or both of those vials had been contaminated and could not be relied on for any BAC. BAC is blood alcohol concentration. If you have any questions about the refrigeration of blood samples or any other area of the law, please feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to talk to you. And you have a great day.